Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am your host Malgaris. Welcome back to the first competitive challenge Femme Fatale. We're ranked 69 right now, which is not very nice, but also pretty nice. That being said, let's move on to our wheel to select our first commander. Every game is female commander and everyone is randomized. We're opening our first game up with Shock and Awe. Alright then, let's hop to it. Alright then, opening up on vanilla. Good luck and have fun, enemy opponent. Or a point rather. Just do this real quick. Of course, 2 turbines are a pretty nice opener. My points also. There we go. That's pretty nice. And let's just go for motor and harassment strategy. And then evolve into 20 mils once the opportunity presents itself. For now, just going to build up a couple of mines, get these turbines out, and get to producing. My opponent seems to be going for a strong economy build for now. There we go. Grab a sniper and shoot with our sniper. Alright. It's time to poke around a little bit. Let's see what kind of damage we can deal. There we go. I am floating some energy, which isn't nice. Let's get 3 of these out. Got another battery out. Also, berries are cheaper when you play Shock and Awe, which is a nice little gimmick if you're not using the barrels. There we go. It's time to open you guys up for combat. I'm gonna deal some severe damage to their production. There you go. Oh, looks like I hit something. Nope. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Okay. What kind of commander are you playing? Ooh, one from that dragon army. Good choice. Ah, shame. Alright, it appears I'm doing some significant damage. Their core is smoking. And I do love seeing myself one of them smoking cores. There we go. As long as they're not counter-sniping, I don't have to be worried. Only 1 turbine. Okay, that's not very strong. So I'm definitely making use of that. That should give me a valid target. But they're a lot more annoying if you don't. Let me tell you. That's some good impact you had there. So now I start working on those wooden panels in front of your core. I have not yet figured out what kind of plan you're playing, but I'm not too keen to find out either, if it's something more that I can handle. While my core isn't right now set on a 1 moment kill thing, I'm not gonna risk it coming to that point either. There we go. All right. All right, that did some disruption damage. I'm gonna upgrade you. Thank you for straightening out a little bit. I do love giving my opponents a bit of yoga sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm heavily delaying my cannon build, but that's fine. Don't see any way it can fire back, at least not for now. That's where these turbines come in. Make sure that I can seal a deal one way or another. Alright. Okay, it's time to hold off a little bit. Because I've been shooting a lot of blanks at my opponent right now, which isn't great. It's also high time to upgrade my mortars to heavy mortars. They don't need to be firing back anytime soon, so I can take this opportunity to deal some serious harassment damage. I do believe their economy is powerful enough to hold me off right now, but warheads and howitzers are a bit of the exception to the rule, as they can deal some massive damage. So, fire you guys off. Deal some damage. There we go. Alright, they're getting more and more turbines, which ain't great, let me tell you. Alright, time to launch these warheads. Yeah, that's some good damage, alright. Alright. Slightly more powerful. Gotcha. That's optimistic. Alright. Buzzsaws, do your thing. Ah, shame. But yeah, it should be enough. GG, that was a solid defense. I had a difficult time eating through that. Alright then. And that was the first game of the day, a shock and awe victory. They were holding out pretty well. That opening anti-air was pretty easy to dislodge, but their defense, social defense, was very sound. Alright then, that was the first game of the day. What's our second game going to be? Our second game we are playing as Architect. Alright then. Second game of today, let's hop to it. Alright, welcome to a Let's Grab. Let's get the show on the road. Sell this one off and get our technology out. Of course I'm going mortars on this map. I believe they are a good choice. Rockets are very effective as well. No need to underestimate those. Oh. There we go, much better. Ooh, wrong device. That was bad. That was very early game floating. Is my point up to nothing yet, it appears? This structure builds so quickly, it's so nice. Let's see if we can poke our opponents a little bit. You know, just some friendly poking. Your friendly neighborhood Pokemon. If there is a friendly neighborhood Pokemon in your area, please report them to the police. They are not good people. Alright. Huh. Interesting. Let me snipe that. Just a little bit though. Alright, start getting out our harassment tools. So while their energy income is pretty high, harassing them is a very valid option. For a number of reasons. That's unfortunate. Interesting defense. Taking out the energy shield is quite costly, but they can replace it pretty quickly with 2 core income at their disposal. Also, them losing turbines is pretty awesome. Alright, there we go. This 2 core income is pretty good, but losing 2 turbines is not great. Even just losing 1 turbine is pretty bad. There we go. I do wonder what kind of weaponry they're building, because they've been very silent all this time. They cannot one-shot my core, that's not a problem. But my other stuff is pretty vulnerable. So it's definitely worth considering my defense over there. I was hoping it would deal at least a bit more damage. But that appears that's not the case. Alright then. Let's prepare for some big old-fashioned firepower. Oh, you're opening up over there. Thank you very much. It's a good attempt at opening me up, but I'm not like that, sorry. Oh, I see. There you go. Ooh. Counter mortars, eh? That's pretty darn cool. Amazing. That's pretty good. Nice shot. Alright, this build needs a lot of improvement. I can tell you right now, I'm playing way too slow. There we go. I still can't get tackled over here though if I'm not careful. So, get you up. Nice try. But it's not gonna be that easy. If I can keep distracting that person with some trinkets here and there, that'd be very nice. 2 upgraded mines are decent. They're okay. They're not great. But the fact that I have 2 cores producing also makes a big difference. So I'm gonna take that with a big smile. I like this plus 300 production mod, it's very nice. Yep, there we go. And here we go. Ha, that was a warning shot. I'm a very kind person. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna readjust my aim a little bit. There we go. That should deal some more damage. They're hiding something over there. Aha! That's what you're hiding over there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. That's a bit too risky. That was a good one. Allow me to answer your question. Thank you for the documents. That's what I'm looking for. Cold hard death. GG. I could have finished that game a lot quicker if I was a bit more careful my aim, so that wasn't too great on my part. But still, assault defense didn't get through very easily, but it's fortunately still a win for me. Alright then, that was the third game of today. Let's move back to the wheel and see what our next commander is going to be. Alright then, looks like we're playing our third game as Phantom. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright then, let's get the show on the road. Once again, vanilla. The most solid of maps that you could ever ask for. Alright. Nope, I'm gonna sell you off. Oh, I'm messing up real big. Much better. Right, cover you up. First technology, then sniper. Ooh, looks like they're just going for a full technology, I see. Or they're playing a bit of a deceptive game. Maybe they're a little Phantom player too. A little person like that. Okay, it's time to put a little bit of hurt on that technology in that case, while we expand our own arsenal. There we go. Nope. There we go. Much, much better. Don't mind me hurting your technology. And your income. Alright, it's time to cover you up. You've done your job very well. Don't know what their commander is or the technology, but I'm sure I'll find it pretty soon. Huh. That's some good leaning you're doing there. Alright then. Hope you like mortars. Guess oh. Okay, now this is gonna get quirky real fast. Oh no, that's not good. That aim was way off kilter. Gotta take out his turbines, that'll ruin their momentum. Cause they're getting there, and I'm not a fan of that. Not good. That's really not good. Alright then. Things are about to get a lot more interesting. This problem is tight, but the fact that there's no base there, it means that they have no target to pinpoint. Unless they target the floor, like J-Lo, but that's not really the goal of this one. They're also powerful enough to take out my ooh, alright. You have to play a bit more careful in that case. If they lose our turbines, then we'll have a chance. But if they... Oh, that's a lot of losses. If I can slow down their fire rates, then I might have a chance this one. There you go. Take out those turbines, my friends. Perfect. It's gonna buy me a little bit of time. Might just be all the time I need. There we go, they have lost significant firepower. We're not done yet. Not even close, baby. Yeah, they have to protect it. If they don't, they'll lose a lot of stuff. Alright. I can't believe I'm trying to out-missile Seep player, but I've done worse things in my life. They also just need one minigunner, and that's also like game for me, so no. We're both a bit on the clock right now. Ooh, that's an activate ability. They activate their ability, no doubt. Those are very fast missiles. Well, I am things. Ooh. It's good to. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, those are more missiles of acceptable speed. So I'll take it. They're bulking up. My opponent has really good reflexes. Which is worrying. Very, very worrying in fact. Ooh, that's pretty bad. But it does appear they're locked in for this one. Oh, I should build up a center. I also rebuilt my sniper. Quite important. Oh, they are. Oh, I know what's coming. You're gonna upgrade their flag weapon to a shotgunner. Then we're gonna be toast. I see what you're doing. Oh, at least I was wrong. At least a little bit. Okay, it's time to use some scare tactics on this person. I knew it. We're gonna try something quirky. And it's working. It's working. Uh-oh. Nope. Uh-oh. That's bad. They're doing the 1-2 punch. Please connect properly. I can't lose you right now. I really cannot do that. Alright. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Warhead follow up, going pretty soon. Oh no. That's not great. I was hope I disconnected early enough for this not to have an effect, but that does not really be the case. Unfortunately. Wait, my warhead hasn't finished yet? Come on. Alright. Hopefully no. Nope. Yeah, GG. Actually, I didn't do too many misplays, but I believe their build was slightly superior than mine does in this case. But hey, opening rush is pretty good. I'm glad to go to sniper at least once later firepower, but my control wasn't that great. Yep. So that's an... No, I lost. There was no technical issue. Except for my bad skill set, but there was no technical issue, don't you worry. Alright then, well that was the third game of the day as Phantom. Let's move on to our fourth one. Okay, looks like we're playing Spook. It was just the level of that. Alright then, fourth game of today as Spook. Let's get to it. Alright then, welcome to Hang Time. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, let's sell you off. And get the turbo out as well. Okay, looks like I can harass a little bit, that's good to know. Because when you get a sniper out and you get the turban out like that, of course I'm going to snipe you. Are you crazy? You're just inviting harassers into your house at that point. Alright. Get you out, get you out, get you out. Sell you off. I need all this excessive wood. Let's start poking this person. Slightly higher. Get technology down. There we go. Still practicing a good build for my hang time games. But I'll get there eventually, not to worry. How am I doing these shots? Because I'm hitting them somewhere. I'm not sure how I'm successful hitting them just yet, or something like that. I don't know, I don't speak any of the languages I'm talking about. So do not take me seriously, whatever you do. I said don't. Don't take me seriously. Ooh. Gonna get your turbines out. That's pretty cool. Give me some free targets EMP in that case. You sure it's a good idea? Cause I sure as heck don't think so. But hey, good to you. Alright. Don't see any counter snipers just yet, so I'm free to reign supreme with my EMPs. Yep, I see a turbine as well. If you think you can get a quick one through me, well, you're wrong. That's some good damage. I'm hitting something. Well, it's time to close these up. Ooh, a moonshine player. They're gonna go for big EMP energy. Big, strong EMPs all around. Looks like their anti-airs also come online. That means fun times are here to stay. Make sure my rockets are nice and upgraded as well. Sandbags coming out. It's good to know. Alright, those are some... Ooh, factory. Oh, they're going for lasers. Very interesting. That one got through. That one got through too. Alright then. Looks like we're doing some good damage. I do love seeing that. As for me, minigunners to help maintain damage stealth will be a big help. Okay, it's you. Shoot you. And they got the economy to support that. That's a bit unfortunate. But I don't see the sword yet for a plasma laser. So we're good for now. Also, I'm gonna take full advantage of that weakness to get over there. Course below 50%. GG. AP Sniper, you did it again. I didn't even need to build my minigunners. Alright then. That's a pretty decent defense, they're bulking up quite good, but going for laser attack in that situation was a bold move, to say the least. But hey, that's the fourth game of today. Let's move on to our fifth and my darling Firebird game of today. Alright then. Looks like we're playing on vanilla. This one's a good one. I do have a dedicated Firebird build on this one, which mostly resembles the rest of my builds. So I can't wait to share this with you guys. Actually, I can wait, but I cannot wait for very long. Okay, first get technology out, and of course we're going incendiary mortars. Cause come on, I'm playing Firebird. Appears might be the same opponent as last time, which okay, all right, I'll take it with two hands. Go, sell you off, sell you off. Make sure you get a turbine side like this. Okay, that one, that's new. It's just like hanging out over there. I believe they know what's coming. Am I gonna switch things up? Nope. Not gonna do that at all. Not even closely, baby. This is my Firebird darling build after all, and she deserves consistent good treatment. I do hope you enjoy my incendiary mortars, because there's gonna be plenty of them. Okay, now it's time to close things up, because their attacks are going to be imminent. They're going to be dangerous. But first, I want a couple of those juicy silos to work with. There we go. Now I'm gonna close things up. If they can lose a couple of turbines, that'd be very nice. Okay, I ruined that momentum. One way or another. Alright then, no silos means a significant delayed fire. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh! That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Oh, got that one off on time. Thank goodness. Good move. But I can still target the ground, you know. Did I hit something crucial? Hope I did. Yeah, I can deserve that one. Should have caught up a lot quicker. Oh, come on, really? Man, you're still on fire. Why aren't you repairing? Take out those turbines. They lose the turbines, they lose the war. That was pretty close. GG. Oh, were you the previous guy that was like, hey, that phantom build actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna go for that. Because gosh darn it, that was pretty scary. And our base is on fire, which was a pretty nice thing to finish on, all things considered. Alright then. Hey, that's an additional loss. That means I have to do 26 seconds of planking. Let's hop to it. Alright then, those were 26 seconds of planking. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all, I am your host Malgaris and I'll see you next time. Bye!